Hello ladies and gentlemen, ZiS-30 here bringing you another Minecraft World War II vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the ZiS-30. The ZiS-30 was a light self-propelled anti-tank gun built for the Soviet Red Army in 1941. It was based on the Kamsalot's armored artillery tractor. They were successful vehicles, but production was limited by a number of Kamsalot's tractors still in use. The ZiS-30 was one of the few hastily designed armored fighting vehicles created by the Soviet industry shortly after the German invasion during Operation Barbarossa in 1941. In August 1941, Grabin's design bureau at Gorky plant number 92 mounted the ZiS 57mm ZiS-2 57mm gun onto the chassis of a Kamsalot's artillery tractor, and with only 100 being produced. The gun for its era was very powerful, one of the most powerful dedicated anti-tank guns available, with the gun having stats comparable to even some late war guns, with a very heavy 3 kilogram shell with a muzzle velocity of over nearly actually 1,000 meters per second. That made the gun very potent and was obviously one of the most deadly out on the battlefield at that time. The vehicle itself, to modify for the ZiS-30, was very simple, just involved cutting a hole in the top of the artillery tractor and just basically sticking the gun right in that hole. And for the crew, there were two drivers. One would operate the machine gun, and one would operate, obviously, the vehicle itself. For the gun crew, they were very weakly protected. There was only very light armor protection with the gun shield around the gun, but other than that, they were very easily exposed and were very easy targets. But anyways, very interesting vehicle, one of those really weird, interesting ones. The vehicle itself just doesn't look like it would work with the gun being very kind of big, looks very top-heavy, but yeah, it's the thing. This vehicle actually existed, and it's pretty crazy overall, so pretty cool stuff there. Anyways, going ahead and taking a look at the vehicle, obviously starting off with, we have the chassis of the vehicle itself. So this is basically originally a vehicle that's designed to tow around artillery pieces, around a battlefield, or basically serve as a little tractor. But obviously it's been modified to have this huge 57mm gun on it. So you can see we got basically the tracks here all set up, good to go. Just the back detail and all that fun stuff. Right here is where the crew would be able to be positioned. So the gun crew, so you would be able to have two guys, so one guy here, another guy over here, possibly even a third guy, but basically one would be the loader, one would be the, I guess, the operator, I guess the one that aims and, sights targets and stuff like that. And then obviously up here we have a hull-mounted machine gun, and then a drive right there. So we have basically two drivers up in front there. Overall, a really interesting vehicle, one of those very unique ones. You don't see this vehicle every day, and a lot of you guys probably aren't even really familiar with this vehicle, unless you've probably played War Thunder or stuff like that. Anyways, really cool vehicle. Should be a fun one. Anyways, let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer. Layer number 1. I guess, so going ahead and moving into our first layer, we'll be going ahead and beginning with layer 1. For layer 1, for us to go ahead and get started with, we're going to place down a nether brick slab, just like this, followed by a nether brick top slab that's coming off of it, toward the front like so. Once that's done, we're going to take our dark oak wood stairs, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair like this, followed by a stair facing this stair like so. After these two stairs, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair coming off the back of that stair, followed by another stair facing it from the front there like that. Coming off the back of this dark oak wood upside down stair, we're going to place down another brick upside down stair, and to the sides here of these stairs, we're going to need to go into our creative menu, grab ourselves some item frames. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4 item frames along the side of these stairs, and we're going to place down green terracotta blocks in them like so. With that all done, we're going to go and take our dark oak wood slabs. We're going to place down a row of 3 of dark oak wood top slabs coming off that nether brick slab, and also a row of 3 of dark oak wood top slabs coming off this dark oak wood stair. In the space in between, we're going to take our dark oak wood slabs and fill that space in, just like that across. And then over here on this side, we're going to copy the same design for the tracks that we did over on the right side over here to the left side. So pretty straightforward. We're just going to copy the same design we did on the other side, and I'm going to go a little bit faster since I've kind of already covered how to do that. And we don't want to forget putting signs down on these item frames as well. So same thing on the other side, which I don't think we did yet, so we're going to do the same thing. Signs on the side of these stairs like this, all the way down, like so, and like that. And on the back here, there's nothing for us to do there. And up in the front, we don't have anything to do. So basically, or sorry, my bad. On the back here, it's supposed to be an air brake upside down stairs. So my bad there. You guys are probably like freaking out. But yeah, just like that is what we should have for our first layer, layer 1. And with that, we can move on to our next layer, layer 2. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 2. For layer 2 to begin with, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair on top of these 2 nether brick top slabs like this across the front, and in between these dark oak wood stairs, we're going to place down a row of 3 of dark oak wood slabs. Once that's done, we're going to take our green terracotta, place down a row of 5 of green terracotta across, followed by an item frame with a cobweb on it on both sides, just like that. When that's done there, we're going to take a stone button. We're going to place down a stone button on this green terracotta block also on both sides, so you should get something that looks like this right here for the front sprocket wheel. With that done, we're going to take our green terracotta. We're going to place down a row of 3 across the middle here. We're going to place down a second row of 3, followed by a third row, and then we're going to follow this up by a fourth row of 3 of green terracotta across like this. We then want to place down a row of 2 of nether brick top slabs, followed by 2 nether brick slabs. Same thing over here, 2 nether brick top slabs and 2 nether brick slabs. This next part here is optional if you do want to have this gun maybe in a position or deployed and ready to fire kind of stance. There are these little fold down, what they basically refer to, they're basically just planks. But basically what they would be able to do is fold down, and the gunners and gun operator would be able to stand on this, give them a little bit more workspace to kind of maneuver and operate the gun. However, it's not completely needed, but if you do want to include them, we're just going to go to these 2 nether brick slabs right here and place down the 2 wooden trapdoors. They're going to kind of come off of them like so, and that'll be the same thing there on both sides. Once that's done, we're going to go to the back section here. We're going to place down a dark oak wood upside down stair on top of that nether brick upside down stair. Same thing over here. So just like that. Once that's all finished off there, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a shulker box, place down a shulker box right here. We then want to go ahead and place down a black wool block, replace this green terracotta block with a black wool block in the middle, a ladder over it for a back vent, and then a cobblestone wall that is going to come off this green terracotta block to the left side. We also want to grab ourselves a wooden sign and place down a wooden sign on the backs of these dark oak wood upside down stairs just like that. With that all finished, that's going to pretty much do it for layer number 2. With that, let's go and move on to our next layer, layer number 3. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 3. For layer 3 to go ahead and get started here, we're going to go and place down a wooden trapdoor on top of these 2 green terracotta blocks. We then want to place down a item frame coming off these 2 wooden trapdoors with a glass block in the item frames like this on both sides. We then want to go ahead and place down a wooden sign that's coming off these wooden trapdoors as well to create the front headlights up here in the front. Over here to the right side, we're going to place down 2 mossy cobblestone walls like this to the side, followed by a end rod that is going to be coming off the mossy cobblestone wall here to the furthest right. So right there, that side like that. Once that's done, we're going to take our green terracotta, we're going to place down a block here in the middle, followed by a spruce wood plank here to both sides. On the spruce wood plank over here to the left side for the driver, we're going to place down a stone button coming off of it just like that for the driver. With that done to both sides of these spruce wood planks, we're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall to the sides. We then want to take a dark oak wood stair, place down a dark oak wood upside down stair on both sides, and then a dark oak wood upside down stair facing this upside down stair like that. So the same thing here on both sides, just like that. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 3 of green terracotta across the middle. We're going to place down a green terracotta block then in the middle, followed by a mossy cobblestone wall to both sides of it. Going ahead and going back from this, we're going to place down another green terracotta block in the middle, followed by again a mossy cobblestone wall to both sides. With that done, we're going to take our dark oak wood stairs, place down a row of 3 of dark oak wood upside down stairs across, followed by a dark oak wood stair on top of this upside down stair, and same thing over here on this side as well. We then want to grab ourselves a wooden trapdoor, and coming off this ladder right here, we're going to place down a wooden trapdoor like this. On top of this wooden trapdoor, we're going to place down a green shulker box, and around the sides of the shulker box, we're going to go and take signs and wrap it around like this for this little storage container here on the back or something of that sort. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves some green carpet, and we just want to place down carpet on top of this nether brick slab here, and on top of these 2 wooden trapdoors here, basically the walkways. You could also leave the wooden trapdoors blank on top to have more of a wood color, or you could also take brown carpet, maybe put brown carpet on top of them, because they would be like wood planks that would kind of fold down the sides there. So theoretically the brown carpet maybe actually works a little bit better. So you can kind of pick and choose. You can do green carpet, keep it consistent, or do something like this. Either way works, but they would be wood planks that can fold down on the sides. And if you did want to, you could easily have these closed up, so all you would have to do is move them up a level. like this, and you can have them closed up on the side here like so. But like I said, we're going to have it like this in the fire position, or firing position, so we can have the crew standing here like that. Anyways, that right there is going to do it for layer number 3. With that, let's go ahead and move on to layer 4. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 4. For layer 4 to go ahead and begin with, we're going to place down a spruce wood plank on top of these two, spruce wood slab on top of those two spruce wood planks there, followed by a dark oak wood slab right there in the middle. We then want to place down a zombie head at about a 45-degree angle on top of these two mossy cobblestone walls to both sides, just like that, to kind of create a little bit more angle here for the sides. When that's done there, we're going to take our dark oak wood, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair facing this direction here on both sides, and coming off this dark oak wood stair toward the middle, we're going to place down another dark oak wood stair, so this stair on the outside turns to a corner stair. In the very middle space, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves an anvil. We're going to place down an anvil like this in between these stairs like so, and that'll be basically the part where the gun rests on. With that done, we're going to place down a green terracotta block back, followed by a dark oak wood slab. To both sides here, coming off these dark oak wood stairs, we're going to place down 1 and 2 dark oak wood slabs to the sides. Same thing over here, 1 and 2 dark oak wood slabs out to the sides. We then want to grab ourselves a dark oak wood fence gate, place down a fence gate on top of this dark oak wood upside down stair here, and we want the fence gate opened up toward the rear of the vehicle, just like that. On top of the 2 dark oak wood upside down stairs here to both sides of this dark oak wood fence gate, we're going to place down 2 green carpets, just like that. And with that all done, that right there will wrap up layer number 4. With that, we're going to go ahead and move into our last final layers, which are basically going to consist of layers 5, 6, and I guess technically 7. We just have the green carpet on top, but we'll count as 7, and that'll pretty much wrap up the build. So with that, let's go ahead and move into our last final layers. Alright guys, moving into our last final layers, we have layers 5 through 7. For these layers, for us to go ahead and get started, we're going to place down a anvil that's going to go on top of this green terracotta block right here. Come off the anvil toward the front, we're going to place down a green terracotta block. On top of this, or on both sides of this green terracotta block, we're going to place down a zombie head like this to both sides. We then want to place down a dark oak wood top slab coming off that green terracotta block toward the front, and then we're going to place down a wooden sign here on both sides of this top slab. With that done, we're going to place down another green terracotta block toward the front, followed by a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 dark oak wood top slabs going forward like that for the barrel of the gun. With that all complete, going toward the back here, we're going to place down a nether brick stair that's going to be coming off this anvil just like this. Coming off that nether brick stair, we're going to place down a wooden trapdoor, and on both sides of this wooden trapdoor, we're going to place down a wooden sign. So same thing here on both sides like that. Also on the back side of the nether brick stair, we're going to place down a tripwire hook. Over here to the front of the stair, we're going to want to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood fence gate that is going to be right here on top of this block, like that, coming off this stair. We then want to place down an item frame coming off this dark oak wood fence gate that's opened up toward the back, and then a cobweb in there like that for a little gear here to operate and basically turn the direction of the gun. With that all finished, going ahead and go into the top up here, or sorry, actually to the sides of this anvil, we're going to place down 2 wooden trapdoors on top of these 2 dark oak wood slabs, and we want to make sure that we open up the trapdoors to look something like this for the front armor paneling. On top of these wooden trapdoors, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair like this on both sides. Over here on this side right here, so the left side, we're going to place down an upside down corner stair, and then we want to place down 2 more stairs over, so you have a row of 3 here, and the upside down corner stair right there, which would be for the viewport here for the gunner. With that done, we're going to take a dark oak wood slab. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 2 dark oak wood slabs come off this middle dark oak wood stair, followed by a zombie head like this on this green terracotta block. With that done, we're going to go and then grab ourselves a green carpet, and we want to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 green carpets on top of these these dark oak wood top slabs for the barrel of the gun facing forward. With that done, going toward the back section here, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull that's going to go ahead and go on the side here of this dark oak wood upside down stair. This dark oak wood stair here is actually going to be replaced with a dark oak wood slab, and then on top of this dark oak wood slab, we're going to place down a green carpet. Lastly, to finish this build off, we're going to grab ourselves a zombie head and place down a zombie head on this nether brick stair, just like that, facing that direction, so the head's facing toward this direction, and everything like that. Once you have that finished, that's going to pretty much complete my design for the ZiS-30 self-propelled anti-tank gun, tank destroyer. Hope you guys did enjoy this tutorial and were able to put it to good use. It's definitely a very interesting design and will make some interesting kind of ambush type vehicle, or maybe in some kind of bunkered down defensive position and stuff like that. definitely could be a really nice vehicle for those kind of scenarios. But other than that, that's going to do it for this tutorial. If you guys do end up using this as a design, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. It's anything from the side of the build on the build to a link to my channel or this video if it's to the social media sites. As long as you guys give me credit for the build, that's all. That's all I ask for, and you're free to use it for any projects you are working on, with giving me credit for it. Other than that, that's going to pretty much do it for this video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been good to before, and I'll see you guys next time.